on Thursday the 25th, I finally got my bridge work completed at the dentist. That's a settled issue now, thankfully. Saw Dr. Aerosmith Friday, the 26th of June, actually his physician assistant. They took my blood work. I noticed that the blood work came back good. The kidney numbers are within parameters now, so apparently that kidney, that little aberration in the numbers was simply from dehydration. And the liver numbers were back within parameters. So one of the things they did while I was there was say, okay, we're going to take you off of some of your supplements just to help give the liver somewhat of a break, because everything's metabolized through the liver. So I'm not taking quite as many supplements as I normally would, and I'm back on the Zytiga at 3/4 dose. I started that on Monday, and so it begins again. Thursday I saw Dr. Fortney, or Dr. Fortney's physician assistant, and I kind of brought them up to speed with what's going on with my oncologist, and they said, okay, that's just fine, just, carry on, keep on doing what you're doing, come back and see us in 6 months, which is what I was expecting. Then yesterday, the really bad side effects from the Zytiga kind of hit and converged all at once. I got my morning job finished and ran a few errands and got home and just pretty much couldn't do anything. It was, and the first time I began taking Zytiga, that was a similar pattern. Take it for about a week, almost a week, and then it would really hit. And then after getting through that initial wave, it kind of leveled out afterwards. I'm hoping that that's what happens this time too. That after a few days, even now, the fatigue is pretty bad, and brain fog is kind of getting me as well. But hopefully that will level out. That's what I'm hoping, that it follows the same pattern as before, and at this time, it won't muck with my liver nearly so badly, I hope. J.I. Packer wrote the book Knowing God, a classic work that I commend to you. It's definitely worth the read. If you haven't read it yet, you should read Knowing God by J.I. Packer. And he said this. He said, if you, in the context of affliction, he said, if you ask, why is this happening? No light may come. But if you ask, how am I to glorify God now? There will always be an answer. And Packer knew somewhat of affliction. When he was 7 years old, he was hit by a bread van on his way to school. An accident that left him with that characteristic dent in his head, and traumatic epilepsy all his life that he struggled with all his life. And as he got older, you may know that he suffered from macular degeneration, ended up going blind before the end of his days. And yet Packer looked at these afflictions, both the epilepsy of his youth, that accident, and the blindness of his old age. He looked at those as God's chisels, so to speak, for sculpting his character. And he felt that the weakness, God's strength is made. Brain fog again. God's strength is perfected in our weakness, and this weakness deepens our dependence on Christ. See, in Packer's theology, and I think in biblical theology, suffering is not an obstacle to knowing God, but it's a primary vehicle through which we learn to lean on Christ's strength. So it's helpful to be able to kind of lean into that affliction. To, okay, Lord, how do we use this to glorify you today? And as Packer says, that question we can answer. Why? We may not know the answer to that question on this side of glory. But how can we glorify God? There's a whole Bible full of how we could glorify God and enjoy Him forever. So appreciate your prayers. I've had many people come to me and tell me how they're praying for me. That's a great encouragement, wonderful encouragement. The apostles were not shy on saying, I'm praying for you. It's in Paul's epistles, you find it. I'm praying for you. And we shouldn't be shy about that either. It's an encouragement for God's people to lift us up in prayer, and I do appreciate very much your prayers. And pray the Lord's blessing on you as you labor also for His glory.